Hi everybody, I am Dr. Ricardo Fittipaldi. Well, now I will show you the different brands of the Medicone balloons. This one, first of all, is the Conevita balloon. It's a 6 months balloon. It's specially made for foreign market from Brazil, but it's exactly the same product of this one. This is the Corporea. It's a 6 months balloon. But this is the Brazilian brand. It's for the Brazilian market, and this one for the foreign market. Okay. The last one is the Corporea 12 months. It's a 1 year stay balloon from Medicone too. And the difference, of course, the name is it's already saying it. It can be twice more. It can stay in the stomach of the patients for 12 months. Okay. The Conevita balloon, it has been sterilized. We're gonna start now Conevita balloon implant, Medicone balloon. It's a 6 months balloon stay. We're gonna show you all the procedure. As all balloons implants, you have to start to beginning with endoscopic procedure, upper endoscopic procedure. It's what we are doing now. Here I have already introduced the endoscope, and we can see here there is nothing in the esophagogastric junction. This is stomach body, and now the antrus. Everything is normal till the moment. Now we will check the duodenum. You can see the bulbus duodenale. That is also normal. And now we're going to the second portion of the duodenum. It's completely normal too. So it's a normal exam. So the patient is completely able to have the balloon implant. This is a patient with a high BMI. She has 46 points of BMI. So our team here is complete. We have how I said, I'm Dr. Fittipaldi, Dr. Bruna. It's our anesthesiologist. Here at my left side I have Alex, my first assistant, and Vandressa, the second assistant. So we already checked the stomach and duodenum of the patient. Everything is fine, everything is normal. So we are able to introduce the balloon. Just to remember, if I have found, for example, a gastric ulcer, it's a contraindication to implant the balloon. So I will have to quit the procedure if it happened, for example, and postpone it. So I first would have to treat the ulcer and after put the balloon. But how I said, it's a completely normal exam, so we can do the implant. It's very important, first of all, to lubricate the balloon. It will be much easier to slide the balloon through the esophagus after the lubrication of the balloon. And how we already done it, we're gonna start the introduce of the balloon. I use my finger, this finger I like to put inside of the mouth of the balloon, inside of the mouth of the patient, to guide the balloon. It's very important. I do a soft pressure over the balloon to guide it through the esophagus. It's a very easy procedure. Now the balloon is already tested, implanted. It's very important to check the balloon position. So you have to introduce again the scope We cannot inflate the balloon until we have its position checked. So it's very important. Here we can see the balloon completely intragastric. It's normal. I have a very small, a very little bleeding here. It's normal. It's a small trauma caused by the balloon. I like to start the insufflation of the balloon with it 2 centimeters beyond the cardia. So that's the right position, so we can start the inflation of the balloon. Conevita balloon, it has a capsule involving it, and the first syringe, it already broke the capsule. It's what we want, it's normal. Now the balloon is completely free and is being normally inflated. I am inflating the balloon with 600 cc's. That's sometimes it's difficult to establish how much volume you have to put inside of the balloon. I have a rule created by me. It's completely empirical, but it can happen. To determine the balloon volume, I used to remove the first number of the height of the patient. This patient, she has 1 meter and 60 centimeters. So I remove the number 1 and I get the only the 2 numbers relation to the centimeters of the patient, so 60 centimeters, and I add a 0 more in the end of this number, so I get the number 600, and that's the volume of the balloon. Now the balloon is completely inflated, so we have to disconnect the catheter that we use to inflate the balloon from the balloon. It's very important to do a vacuum with the syringe. You can see he's aspirating with the syringe, and we like to hold for a 5 seconds, for example, and after that I can pull it out. Okay, so the catheter is completely disconnected out of the patient, and after that it's important to check the balloon valve. It's what we are doing here. The valve of the balloon, we have no leakage, no leaks, and so it's very important to check it, because it's extremely rare we have a leak from the valve, but if it happens, you should know. You have to immediately change the balloon for a perfect one. Okay? In the great majority of the cases, of course, it will not happen. It never happened to me using a Conevita balloon. Okay? Now the procedure is completely done, so we can remove the scope. How we saw, it's a very easy procedure, fast, safe. When we pull out the catheter, we can see here, it's like a condom, it's a capsule that involves the balloon. I like to check it has been removed together with the catheter, because it's usual after the balloon implant the patient presents vomiting. If it stays inside of the stomach, it may happen that the patient will vomit this capsule, this condom, and the patient can be afraid about that, thinking that he had a problem with the balloon. But so it's important to check it. If just in case it stays inside of the balloon, you can remove it with a foreign body forceps, or maybe you can leave it inside, no problem. But in case of leaving it inside of the stomach, you should advise the patient that exists the probability of vomiting the capsule of the balloon. Okay?